It's cold out here. Heading down to the mall today. Friend Karen asked me to do a video on how we cut palm trees. She hears me whine about them every year. Got to cut all these palm trees. She asked, how do I do it? So we'll go find out.
People, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. For then it was better for me than now. For she did not know that I gave her
lots of
grain,
palm trees
new
all
wine,
around this
and
place.
oil,
Many
and
palm trees.
multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared.
Got to cut all these. Some are big, some are little.
I will return.
There might be 50 of them that have to be cut every year.
Its time.
Maybe not that many, I'm not sure. Okay, the most common palm tree that we have are the sable palms. This is the tree of Florida, and I believe the tree of South Carolina. And this one was nothing when I started taking care of this mall. It was just a little palm tree, maybe even a seed or, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna cut this one for you today. And the reason why is because, one, it's not too tall, and I just get a short ladder out here and take it down. I'll cut all the fronds off of it. But one thing about this tree is, you notice, you see all these over here have got all their old palm frond stalks, or whatever you call them, on the tree, and it looks nice. And that one over there does, and that's a different type of palm. That's a date palm. But this one here, you see, it's starting to fall apart. And so what I'll do is I'll cut all of that off and I'll make it nice. You see this palm tree over here is a different variety. This is a Washingtonian palm. But that Washingtonian palm is nice and smooth, and that's what that will be after I cut all that junk off. And this stuff, sometimes it really doesn't come off for many, many years or ever. It depends on the tree. This one had some cactus in there, and it probably got a lot of moisture in it over the years, and it's also had a ficus, another type of tree that was growing in it, and that causes moisture, and eventually this stuff just looks bad. And I want it to look nice, so we'll take all of that off, and we'll get started here in a minute, and it won't take long to get this done. But I do this for, like I say, maybe 50 palms. I got them all over out front on the sides of the mall, and I do this every year when it gets cool. I never do it when it's hot, and the reason why is because all kinds of things live in here. You'll have rats living in here. You'll have snakes living in here, and bugs and roaches and ants, and it's just miserable. You're sweating. All that stuff is falling down on you because it's a round tree. Everything's falling down your shirt. If you're sweating and you got ants, they bite you. And so the best thing to do is wait until it's cool and everything is kind of dormant, and then you cut the palm trees. But we'll get started here in a second. Okay, what we got here is a chainsaw that's filled with gas and oil, and we've got some gloves. I got these because I almost cut this finger off about a year ago. I got right into there. They had to cut my ring off of me, and so now I wear gloves. And then my friend sent me some chaps because she didn't want me to cut myself and bleed out when nobody is around here and I'm working alone. And so heaven forbid should I ever cut one of my toes, I'd have to start wearing shoes. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with some cutting of that tree right over there. It's a date palm, and I'll show you some things about it when I get up to the top. Okay, we're gonna go up in the date palm, and we're gonna see what date palms are all about. When you get up here, these are not at all like the sable palms. These have thorns. I don't know if you can see them there, but they got thorns in here, and they're very, very sharp, and if you get hit by one of them, you can get a bad infection. And it doesn't matter if you get one in your knuckle, the next day it feels like you have been hit by a hammer. And oh, look at this, I can't cut this tree. There's raccoons living up here. I don't know if you can see them, but they're right over here. Little baby and mother. She's hiding from me, but there she is. So we gotta be careful, and you know, I'll come back later this year, or I'll just come back and do it next year. And it'll be a little more work next year, but I don't want to interrupt her. I don't know if you can see any of her poo right here, but she's got lots of poo in the tree. But this is apparently where she's been living while raising her little babies. So I'll leave you alone now, Mom. You take care. Bye-bye. Phil, yeah. I can't cut this tree. Huh? We got some raccoons living up here. They're there. They're Mom with her babies on her back, so I can't cut this tree. Okay, as you can see, we've got the head of the palms, and we've got the stem of the palms, and we've got the seeds. These are for the palm tree. They breed. They have billions of seeds that come out every year. Every single one of these seeds will turn into a palm tree. They're like weeds. They grow everywhere. So you don't have to worry about having a shortage of palms in the world. At least not for now. But there you go. You got the seed. Everything is ready to go into the back of the truck and go down to the pile where it's all organized down there too. And then next, we're going to cut off all that junk and make this look nice. So here we go. Okay, so everything is cut off. I got a couple garbage cans. Probably won't be enough, but we'll see. And you can see the tree looks a lot nicer now. It's kind of clean. You can say, well, Charlie, that doesn't look really great. Believe me, it will. Once we get some wind, a couple rains, it'll be just beautiful. A lot of people like to take and cut into the tree to get all this off, and it just makes the tree look terrible. You leave it like this and it'll be beautiful, and you know, by the end of the winter for sure. One thing about this, you probably can't see it, but in the palm tree is all sand. Those come up when the tree is growing. They pull up the sand, and so it's real hard on your blade on your chainsaw, but that's okay. That's one of the things you live with here. And so we'll get all this cleaned up, and then what I'll do eventually is I'll plant some cactus on here like these. See that cactus? That's a night blooming cereus, and they'll be all over it, and they bloom in the about May, June time frame, and they're so beautiful. They bloom at night, and I'll do a video on that for you. But I'll plant some cereus on there, and this will be a great tree for it because it's in full sun. It's going to have blooms like you can't believe. You're going to say, Charlie, I can't believe that. So there you go. We'll get this cleaned up now. Okay, you can see everything is cleaned up. Everything's trimmed down at the bottom where I couldn't get to it. Everything looks real nice. Okay, this is what we call the famous pineapple cut because it looks like, well, it looks like a pineapple. And so that'll all grow back out. It'll be full in a month or so, and it'll look nice. But you have to cut these once a year, because if you don't cut them once a year, then they will die and they just look terrible. But as long as you cut them every year, then they stay green, they fill out right away, and they look nice again. And so this tree is all done and it looks beautiful. All right. Okay, so this is the pile that's getting started. By the time we get done and I have to call the dumpster, this pile will be as big as the state of Montana. But for right now, we're kind of maybe a third, no, I'm sorry, like an eighth of the way into the job. So load these up. And then after we load these up, oh, you know what, another one of you, I heard you ask a question. Can we use this stuff for anything? Well, we can use these. They make the roof on the tiki decks with these. It takes about 1 billion of them, but all over Sarasota they have tiki bars and pubs and places where you can go get a burger, and they use these for that. And then this, right now, Samson couldn't break this. I mean, it's so fibrous, absolutely incredible how fibrous it is. You really have to twist and tear, and it's still, you can't get it apart. But you let this dry out for a couple weeks, and it turns into just regular wood. And it's very light, and this is the best kindling wood on the planet. It'll go up like you can't believe. So there's another use for your palm stuff. And so there you go. Just a little information for you, and we'll be done in a second, and then I'll head home and see my lovely, lovely, beautiful wife. Okay, I told you about the tiki bars, and so I thought I'd show you one that they make out of the palm fronds that I just cut down. There's it right there. This is the Turtle Beach Pub. And let me see if I can take you up under here and you can see what they look like. Now these things are very flammable, so after they dry, they come in and they put a coating on it so it doesn't burn. But okay, here we come to the house.